And we are live. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Sunday. Today it is July 21st. The market will be open tomorrow and we will be live. If you ever want to tune on in to my live trading sessions, I go live right at market open, and that's the second link in the description down below. You'll find a huge discount. It's 50% off right now. And yes, it's a one-time payment, lifetime access. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. The big question that a lot of people are asking is, what exactly is going to happen with Biden, or what's going to happen to the stock market as Biden steps down and quits the presidential race and now is endorsing Kamala Harris, right? So NASDAQ futures, as of right now, that's all we can go off of. NASDAQ market gapped up. From the peak of what I saw, it was up about 0.5%. So the market was reacting in a positive way when they heard the news that Biden was quitting. So it originally went up, means absolutely nothing, right? Because now it's retracing, and even that means absolutely nothing. The thing that I want to remind you is what I like to do is during the pre-market session, so this is before the market opens, I think normally you have about 4 hours before the market opens. That is considered that pre-market session, that if you have that Webull trading application, you're actually able to trade. And if you guys don't have it, you guys can download it. And it's the 5th link in the description down below. If you want to use my link, you'll earn some free shares and I'll earn 1 free share. So just a little heads up on that. But nonetheless, that's going to be the big focus that I'm going to have during the pre-market session is, hey, is market sentiment bullish or bearish? That's all I want to focus on. I wanted to make sure that why are you saying that the market's not open tomorrow? Did I miss something? Trading tools. Let's go ahead and go to techbudsolutions.com. Here we go for July. Tomorrow's going to be July 22nd. No, market's open tomorrow. So why would you say that the market's not open? No, yeah, market's fully open tomorrow. We should be good to go. Let me go ahead and say, Monday, July 22nd. We have a handful or a few economic reports. And then let's see what else we have this upcoming week. So on Tuesday, we have Redbook, existing home sales. Nothing too significant. On Wednesday, we have building permits, retail inventories, new home sales once again, EIA crude inventory report, nothing too significant. I personally don't care about any of that. Thursday, we normally have initial claims, continuing claims. What else do we have? Core PCE prices. Okay, a little bit more important. What else? PCE prices. Yep, there it goes. And then on Friday, core PCE and PCE report. So on Friday, it looks like it's going to be the big day when it comes down to economic reports for this upcoming week. And what else? Any significant meeting? Nothing on my schedule as of right now. We can go on federalreserve.com and just look at the calendar to see if anything pops up, but we should be pretty much good to go. So Tesla report earnings on Tuesday. Yeah, so Tesla is going to be reporting earnings on the 23rd, right? It's the 23rd, so not tomorrow. Yep, Tuesday after the market closes. It's going to be a pretty significant day for Tesla because Tesla is extremely overbought within a short period of time, and we'll see if it lives up to the hype, right? Are we going to gap up due to better than expected earnings and guidance, or are we going to gap all the way back down? There's a handful of companies are going to be reporting earnings this week. Just another reason to subscribe to the channel. So before Tesla reports earnings, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about what the market's expectations are, when it's going to be reported, and when you can actually tune on into our live session so we can watch it together. But Tesla's definitely going to be one that a lot of people are going to be paying attention to tomorrow, right? How is it going to trade going into its earning report this Tuesday, right? Because it's after the market closes, so it still goes to the full trading day on Tuesday, and then it actually releases that economic report. So I used to hold a long-term position on Tesla on my long-term portfolio, but I ended up selling that completely. So I'm just excited to see. I'm excited to see if Tesla, I know it's going to be extremely volatile. That's all I know about Tesla. I mean, because of the past 4 trading weeks for Tesla, it's gone from lows of 160 to the highs of 271. That was over a 50% return within a very short period of time. It's going to be very interesting to see, do we gap right back up and make new highs, or are we going to retrace and give it all back? It's going to be a very, very, very significant week for Tesla itself. And normally Tesla does influence overall EV companies. So if Tesla begins to sell off, it might not be the best for Rivian, for Nikola, for Lucid, and NIO, and all those different other companies, right? But let's go ahead and just jump right into it. If you want me to break down your stock, I'm going to be breaking down any stock that you want me to break down, and all you have to do is share it in the live chat. If you ever want to tune on into these live sessions, I host them for free on our YouTube channel on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you ever want to tune on in, just make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you'll be able to participate in that live chat to request whatever stock it is that you want. The other stock, very quickly before we start breaking down your top stocks, I just wanted you guys to be aware of Tesla, right? I wanted you to be aware of those economic reports. I wanted you to be aware of where the current NASDAQ market is currently at, and it is in the green, right? We're going to be talking about this a little bit more during our live trading session tomorrow with the LPP team, based off of where we're seeing that market direction. But the big one tomorrow is, well, how is DJT going to react, right? With Trump now in the lead, with Biden quitting, is this going to cause DJT stock to skyrocket again? Is this going to cause it to drop? How is it going to react? No question, it's going to be a very volatile day for DJT. So something that I'm really looking forward to. I hope that it shoots up, not because I hold any shares, but because I know anytime that it gaps up very quickly, it doesn't hold up there, right? It's only a matter of time for it to correct itself, for it to correct itself, for it to correct itself. So remember, you don't have to catch every part of a trade, right? It can rally or it could drop. You can always catch the reversal. And that's what I love doing in front of my LPP team, is they get to watch me take advantage of these opportunities live. And again, if you ever want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We got Killer Kids 512 asking for KO, which is Coca-Cola. Got Warren Buffett's notorious Coca-Cola here. Pretty much at all-time highs. Coca-Cola is expected to report earnings, and this is going to be on Tuesday, most likely before the market opens. So just a little heads up on that. Coca-Cola has been, there's a reason that Warren Buffett was so heavily invested in Coca-Cola. It's a consistent bullish stock over a long period of time. Do I view it to be a good deal right now? Heck no. If you're asking for my opinion, do I view it to be a good long-term investment right now? No. It's too overbought. I would love for this thing to pull back to the moving average. You can see that almost every time that it pulls back to the moving average, it recovers, right? Even when it sells off aggressively, it recovers. If you're so confident in how bullish this stock is, why would you pay top dollar for it, right? Why wouldn't you take advantage of it when it's a little bit more distressed, right? When it actually offers healthy margins. I don't know about you, but I'm a deal hunter, and that's the best way that I can put it for you guys. I'm here to take advantage of deals, because I couldn't imagine that you're trying to day trade Coca-Cola. It doesn't move enough normally. So with that being said, it's either a swing trade or investment. And with that, for me at least, I would need this thing to be significantly oversold, that it's sold off for some apparent reason. And as long as this trend is still bullish over a long period of time, I would love to take advantage of it. But again, just because it's bullish and consistently bullish doesn't mean that you have to overpay every single time, right? There's nothing wrong with waiting for your opportunity to present itself so you can actually make money in the stocks that you choose to invest and swing trade. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. So AVGO, all right, this is our second one. We're going to do 3 more. Make sure you drop a thumbs up and make sure that you let me know in that live chat what you would like me to break down. So AVGO is also incredibly bullish. I can see why you're paying attention to it. So consistently making higher highs and higher lows, a little bit more volatile, so not the same as Coca-Cola, right? But nonetheless, it's recently pulled on back. It's testing the moving average. The thing that I do want to point out here is that it quickly gapped up. And anytime that something quickly gaps up, it could also quickly gap down. So that's my concern with this, is that yes, it might validate the moving average, but there's many times that it has not in its past. That's one thing that I always like to remind our LPP students is, depending on the indicators that you use, the stock that you're trying to analyze, does it respect those indicators? Because sometimes, like you saw with Coca-Cola, it does. And with NASDAQ market, it does. With some stocks, it does not, right? And you can see that it breaks below the moving average, breaks below the moving average, and then recovers, breaks below the moving average and recovers, trades below the moving average and then recovers. So based off of where we're at right now, why would it make sense for me to trade just off of the moving average when all this in its past, it doesn't even validate it, right? Do you get what I mean? The only thing that I do want to bring up here is that it's testing a previous support range. That's all I would be going off of on this, is that yes, we could possibly find a support because this has been a previous support range where it's gone from 157 to highs of 176. So I can see why you're paying attention to it for potential dip buy opportunity on a recovery, and it offers about 12% margin, but it's too early to tell, right? If you've watched the LPP lesson library, we talk about the 3 stages of a reversal. There's the rejection stage, the consolidation, and then the confirmation. Confirmation, when it's indicating signs of an uptrend, is the safest time to enter a trade. We're not even near that, right? It's kind of just consolidating and testing the same previous support, and you could easily break that. So as of right now, this would be viewed as a stock that I would add to my watch list and set alerts. It's not a stock that I would consider buying because we do not know, right? I'm not going to pretend like I have a crystal ball that, oh yes, it's going to recover, or oh yes, it's going to sell off. It's okay to not know. None of us know. And all we need to wait for is confirmation, because if you give the stock time, truly think about it. That's all you truly need to give it. If you give it time, at one point or another, it's not going to trade here forever. It's going to either break above that EMA or begin to trade below the moving average. And then at that point, you have a more clear understanding of, okay, this is beginning to recover, or yes, this is beginning to sell off. Good thing I didn't buy it. Make sense? All right, let's go and move on to the next one. I'm going to do 3 more stocks. If you want me to break it down, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it in that live chat. Let's go ahead and do Workhorse. What's Workhorse? What's Workhorse's ticker symbol? If you're going to ask me to break down a stock, you better include the ticker symbol, because believe it or not, I don't know all of them by heart. MLI. So Mueller's. All right. MLI, I can tell right away, has super low volume. So right off the bat, this would not be a stock that I would trade. Just because I wouldn't trade it doesn't mean that you should. With that being said, I can see why you're paying attention to it. It's been consistent, higher highs, higher lows. Just due to that lower volume, it can just more easily get manipulated. Just not something that I want to expose myself to. With that being said, it's overbought. It looks like it's going to retrace right back down to the moving average as it has in its past before. It retraces, it keeps going. 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 So now it looks like it's retracing. We wait for it to consolidate, form that reversal with that ascending uptrend pattern and that ascending support. And then we'll see, hey, do we want to buy it on its recovery? But I would wait at least as it gets closer to $57 and not overpay at $61. You let me know down in the comment section what you think. Tesla, might as well break it down out. This one's not going to be included in one of the 5 that we talk about. And the reason why is because we kind of already talked about it. Tesla is reporting earnings this Tuesday after the market closes. I don't even want to talk about Tesla because I want to wait until it reports earnings. Technicals mean nothing right now, because at the end of the day, it could either exceed or come below market expectation. And that's what is going to be most significant. There's times to be a technical trader, and there's times to then respect that, okay, technical analysis doesn't mean crap when it's about to report a significant earning report. And after gapping up a significant amount, that's exactly what I have to say about Tesla is just wait till Tuesday after the market closes, and then you can have a better understanding of, hey, do I want to jump into Tesla, or are you glad that you didn't? If you want to risk it for the biscuit and jump in before the report, if you want to short it or go long, all power to you. But then that's a coin flip, right? You're just exposing yourself to more risk. And for me, I don't want to do that. And I'm here to remind beginners that you don't have to do that. So again, why overcomplicate it? Let me know what it is that you think. Oh, I'm glad that you brought this one up. Crowdsource. So CrowdStrike. Yeah, so CrowdStrike was down 11%. I think at its peak, it hit lows of, is this one it? Right? Yeah, it hit lows of 270. This is the stock and the company that was responsible for all of the outages, for the blue screen of death, of what caused Microsoft to sell off. It's extremely oversold. And if it's not detrimental to the company with what happened, then, hey, we might begin to see signs of a recovery. This could be a very lucrative dip buy opportunity. I know a lot of you guys like to focus on these kind of opportunities where, it's a negative catalyst that dramatically caused it to sell off because that's what it did, but that it's short-lived. It's not going to hold itself down there, and it's going to recover to its true value of 370 or whatever the case might be. I would still treat this like a reversal. This might just be me. I want to be a little bit more conservative. A lot of people are upset because of what happened, and a lot of people might drop with the idea of working with CrowdStrike because of what happened. And we have to understand that this could be a significant point for CrowdStrike, or it could be nothing at all. And this is why I want to proceed with caution. So I do agree that this is a stock that I would consider adding to my watch list. It's oversold enough that it's pulled back. It's been bullish enough that I would potentially want to buy it to make money on the recovery. Let's quickly look at what that would be. In a perfect world, 30%. I mean, why wouldn't we want to talk about it? But it's not indicating signs of a recovery just yet. And remember, we don't have to be perfect. I don't have to buy it at the lowest price point. I don't have to be perfect. I can buy it when it is trading at 320, 325. It's still a much better deal than what it was at 370 and 380. For those that are unaware, I made a video about two politicians, well, really just one politician that was notorious for buying CrowdStrike. That really is a nominee in the House that oversees technology. I know somewhat of a conflict of interest, right? It's major retailer if you're unaware of who that is. But also, it came to my attention that Nancy Pelosi owns millions of dollars of CrowdStrike. So I'm sure she wasn't very happy with the significant sell-off of what it experienced, right? So we'll see. We'll see if this actually presents a dip buy opportunity to make money based off of bad news where a lot of people got affected. But us traders are able to take advantage of this bad opportunity for a lot of people. But for us, we're just, we see it as what it is. It's just an opportunity. If it begins to recover, we can identify our ideal entry, our ideal exit, where we plan to cut losses. And it just becomes another trade based off of the edge of an opportunity that happened due to a negative catalyst that was short-lived. Very excited to follow up. I think this is a great stock to add to your watch list and simply just watch it until we actually get confirmation of that reversal. How many more do I have left to break down? Two more? All right, let me know in the live chat which one you guys want me to break down. NEE. Is that New Energy? What is that? No. Nextera, a lot of consolidation. When in doubt, cash out. I mean, I think this is how many of you guys liked my video yesterday that I made where I talked about you are wasting your time trading? How many of you guys liked that? It wasn't that you're wasting your time trading. It was more of like, how many times have you taken a trade and all you are doing is with an open trade, you're exposing yourself to risk and all your trade is doing is trading sideways, right? And I received such positive feedback from so many traders that are in all different stages of their career. And what they all agreed is that, yes, we could always do a better time with the time that we spend in the market. And I think this is a great example. Nextera is not actively uptrending as it was. It's also not actively selling off. It's consolidating, right? So does this mean that I want to buy something that direction is not clear? You definitely can. Don't get me wrong. You 100% can. But you also have to respect that, okay, if you open a position where there is no clear direction, you have to be okay with being wrong. And if you're not okay with that and with the risk it comes with, then don't open it, right? Because we do not know. With all this consolidation, since when? I mean, it was June. So for the past 2 months, it's been trading sideways. It's not clearly going up. It's not clearly going down. If you want to buy it to be able to scalp it and sell it back at $75 per share, be my guest. That margin seems pretty small. I don't know why you would be trying to go into this for a potential 3% swing trade. Nonetheless, that's not my, that's not my problem. What I really want to focus on is making sure the trades we take are active. Is this an active uptrend? Is this an active sell-off? And if the answer is no, then maybe it's not in our best interest to open ourselves to that kind of risk. And I think this is a really good example of that. It's a stock that, yes, direction might be clear, but it's not clear yet. And because of that, it doesn't meet my criteria for a stock I would want to trade, swing trade, or day trade. Make sense? All right, let's go ahead and do one more. I'm going to do one more. Feel free to share it in the live chat. Drop a thumbs up. You guys better be dropping a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So I'm going to be breaking down one more stock, but don't worry. Again, if you're part of our LPP team, I'll be happy to break down your top stock in the live trading session tomorrow at Market Open. If you're not part of the LPP team just yet, it's the second link in the description down below. You can sign up right now. It's a 50% off discount. And again, it's a one-time payment, lifetime access. So let's go ahead and see which one we are going to break down. Let me just search it up. Let's see which one I like the most. If these have super low volume, I'm not going to break it down. That didn't even pop up with anything. So we already talked about DJT. All right. What is NEP? Let's see. Nextera Energy. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not really doing anything. Let me look at the larger time frame. Strong descending pattern, a lot of consolidation. I don't want that to be the one we end with. This is why I always end up breaking more stocks down, because some of them are just not the best. Which one? AVGO. I thought we already did that. No. Yeah, we already did AVGO. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, okay. We could end with this one. It was a strong ascending uptrend pattern. What happened? What happened with this? Was this, I'll have to look into it. I don't want this to be the one we end with either, though. Looks like it's been trying to recover. Is that a stock split, or is this actually it dropped? All right, on the 4-hour time frame, yep, it's a strong ascending uptrend pattern. Yeah, we already broke this one down because it was testing previous support, and we're looking at signs of reversal. I didn't see this, though. I didn't see the big gap down. I don't know if that's a stock split, so I'm going to have to look at that at a later time. Oh, it is a stock split? Okay, just want to make sure. I was like, damn, that's pretty significant. QUBT. Let's go ahead and see. So you said a significant investor is buying into this. I do not care. Strong descending pattern. I do not care if Bill Gates is buying into it. If it's not causing the stock price to go up, I can set my alert. But if there's no indication of a recovery, I can give two craps about who's buying into it. It's a strong descending pattern. Don't get fed and buy into the hype of, oh, this big investor is invested into our company. I hope you know that that is a marketing scheme, right? A lot of companies offer big investors or big names. It's called the lighthouse effect, and they use them as a way to be able to validate their company, where it's like, hey, Elon Musk owns part of our business. Well, you gave the shares to Elon, and it's just to add credibility to your shitty company, right? That's all it is. And as of right now, it's a strong descending pattern. There's no indication of a recovery, and all you're doing is you're gifting shares to use their name as credible investors. Please make sure that you are aware that that is something that is commonly, especially done in the pharmaceutical space and all that stuff. So this would not be something that I would care to buy. Price action just doesn't support it. All right. SBUX. Looks like it gapped up. It must have reported. Did this report earnings, or why did it move up 6.8%? Elliott stake. Yep. So it gapped up 6.8%. It was trading sideways leading up to it. Yeah. But again, it's a short-lived catalyst. We'll see if the price action continues. I would not buy into that hype either. Again, it continues and continues to, when it does run up and trades above the moving average, it gets rejected and continues to sell off. So we'll see. We'll see if in the next few days, does the price action hold up here, or does it just ultimately end up showing signs of resistance and getting rejected? So we'll just leave it at that. I think there's too much. Markets are incredibly overbought, right? Something like this is it experiences good news. It creates it as a positive catalyst. The stock price goes up. I can't say this enough. How many times have I said it during our live trading session with the LPP team. I do not care. I do not care if a stock opens up in the green or if a stock opens up in the red. A stock opening up in the green does not mean that it's a stock to buy. A stock opening up in the red does not mean that it's a stock that you should avoid. It's all about progress. As day traders, that is all that is important. What is happening within the day? And you simply give the stock time to identify this direction. Are we seeing progress of recovery during the day? Are we seeing progress on the upside or progress on the downside? I don't care about what your indicators say. I don't care about what any news says. All we should be focused on is progress. Are we indicating signs of an uptrend or of a downtrend? And that should enable us to either be more confident or discouraged on that trade, right? Because we are actually focusing on what it's showing us, right? And it's making us money or we're losing money. So a stock can be up 6%, 7%. The example that I want to give you is DJT. DJT tomorrow, because of Biden quitting and Trump now in the lead, I can almost reassure you that DJT is going to gap up. But how many of us are holding shares of DJT stock? Not me, right? And a lot of beginners, unfortunately, are going to buy into the hype, right? DJT might open up 10, 15, 20% in the green. But if all it does, just like it did last time, do you guys remember this? What happened exactly 1 week ago after Trump's attempted assassination? And what did I say during our live trading session is, I do not care that the stock gapped up, because all it did for the remainder of the day was sell off and lose value. The stock was up over 50% and it ended the day 30% in the green. That means that during normal trading hours, it actually lost value. That's important for day traders to know, because you could have made money shorting it like I did, right? How did I make money shorting it? Because again, I didn't care about the hype that it was up 50% in the green. I cared about direction. And that is my reminder to all of you guys. And it's please, what's your name? John, I don't know how many times you have to type the same thing over and over again before you understand. I'm not going to break it down. We're done. Yeah, you're on timeout, buddy. If you can't catch a hint, maybe you can catch it now. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. This week is a very significant week with a lot of opportunity. We have Tesla reporting earnings on Tuesday. We have DJT. There's going to be extreme volatility with it tomorrow. We'll see if it continues to gap up or if it begins to sell off. And we'll talk a little bit more about that during our live trading session, because I think it can be a very lucrative play. And then we'll also see how the NASDAQ market begins to react with the news that Biden is quitting, right? Does it react in a positive light or in a negative light? Because as of right now, NASDAQ futures are up 0.32%. Again, you guys can feel free to check it out. Look it up yourself. I don't want you guys just to depend on me. NASDAQ futures are up 0.32%, which means we are in the green and market is reacting in a positive way. But will it, by the time the market opens, will we still continue to go up? And where will the progress be? That is the important part to ask yourself and to focus on. So other than that, I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that we're into thumbs up. Do not forget, we just dropped a few new t-shirts, right? For all those that are F1 enthusiasts, you guys can check out our new collection. It's available at shoptechbuds.com. And that is the fourth link in the description down below. It's a limited time drop. Just click that fourth link or head on over to shoptechbuds.com, select your favorite tee, add it to your order, and that's about it. We have a bunch of different wall art collections, a bunch of different tees. We have the Elon Musk Go F Yourself, the Make Shorting Great Again. We have some Wall Street, Los Angeles tees. We have mouse pads for your trading setup, a bunch of different things, especially if you're new to trading. We also have a day trader mystery box. You might want to look that up. So it's just, you can type it in here, mystery box, and it should be able to pop right up. And it's not, because it's day trader. Let's see if it pops up. I don't know if we took it down. No, it's right here. So it comes with a flag, a mouse pad, 2 t-shirts, and your trading journal, and it's all available for $70. And again, you guys can pick that up at shoptechbuds.com. Feel free to view everything on the site. If you have any questions, feel free to message me via Discord or via Instagram, and I'd love to answer any questions you guys might have. I'll see you tomorrow for our live trading session for the LPP team. And remember, if you want to sign up right now, it's 50% off. That's the second link in the description down below. You guys can sign up today and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. And yes, It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. So I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.